My beloved child, stop everything. Right now. The moment your eyes meet these words is not random. I have guided you here because this message is meant for you, and only you. Listen, because I am speaking directly to your soul. I see you, not the version the world sees, not the mask you wear, but the real you, the one who's tired, the one who's been holding on, even when no one noticed, the one who's prayed in silence, wondering if I was listening. I was. I am. I always have been. You've been asking for a sign, and this is it. This is not coincidence. This is divine alignment. You didn't find this video, it found you. Because I'm reaching for you, calling your name through the noise of the world, whispering truth to a heart that's been bruised but never broken. I see every tear that never fell, every battle you fought behind closed doors, every smile you forced while your spirit ached inside. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are chosen, and I am not done with your story. The world tried to convince you that you're behind, that your time has passed, that the doors you prayed for are locked forever. But hear me. I open doors no one can close, and I close doors no one can open. Your season of delay was not denial, it was preparation. Every waiting moment was me strengthening your faith, shaping your character, and aligning your destiny. You've been walking through the fire, but you're coming out refined, not burned. You've been climbing a mountain that felt endless, but I'm about to show you the view from the top. You thought you were forgotten, but heaven has been working behind the scenes. Angels have been dispatched, assignments have been written, and the breakthrough you've prayed for is already unfolding. It's closer than you think. The struggle you're in right now is not punishment, it's positioning. I've been aligning every piece, every person, every opportunity. Nothing you've faced was wasted. Every setback was set up for your comeback. Every delay was divine timing. Every no was protection. And now your yes is here. You've cried over closed doors, but what you didn't see is how I sealed them to save you. That relationship that fell apart, it wasn't rejection, it was redirection. That dream that didn't happen when you wanted it to, I was making room for something greater. My timing is perfect, even when it feels like I'm late. I've never failed you, and I never will. I am faithful, even when you doubt. I am constant, even when you change. I am love, even when you can't feel it. Stop doubting what I've promised you, because I'm not a man that I should lie. What I've spoken over your life will come to pass. You've been asking for financial freedom, haven't you? You've been weary of the endless cycle, the bills, the stress, the weight that seems too heavy to carry. I see it, and I'm not ignoring it. I'm about to shift your financial situation in ways that will leave you speechless. But I need you to trust me, not the numbers in your account. I am your provider, not your paycheck. I am your source, not your circumstances. I can bring streams from deserts, overflow from emptiness, abundance from lack. I am the God who multiplies the little you have into more than enough. So, breathe. Rest in my promise. You're stepping into a season of overflow. Comment 777 if you feel this truth in your spirit, because heaven is confirming it right now. This is not just encouragement, this is prophecy. You've been faithful with little, and I'm about to entrust you with much. You've been sowing in tears, and now you'll reap in joy. Financial freedom is not just a dream, it's your destiny. But you must release fear. Let go of worry. The moment you stop trying to control everything, I'll start moving in ways you never imagined. I'm already doing it. You'll see unexpected favor, divine connections, promotions that have your name written on them. Stay faithful, because the blessing I'm bringing won't fit the life you had. It will require the new version of you that I've been forming. You've been wondering why certain people left, why relationships fell apart, why friendships turned cold. I know it hurt. I know it made you question your worth. But listen closely. I removed them to make space for who's coming. Some people were not equipped to go where I'm taking you. Their presence in your next chapter would have been your downfall. I heard conversations you didn't, saw intentions you couldn't, so I closed doors that you kept trying to open. Don't chase what I've already replaced. The people meant for your destiny will not need convincing. They'll recognize your light. They'll nurture your spirit. They'll walk beside you, not drain you. I'm bringing divine alignment into your relationships, restoration where there's been pain, and release where there's been bondage. Your heart has carried so much, hasn't it? The weight of disappointment, the pain of betrayal, the exhaustion of trying to stay strong for everyone else. But now, it's your time to heal. I'm touching the places you've hidden. I'm healing wounds you don't talk about. I'm restoring what's been broken, reviving what's been numb, renewing what's been lost. You've tried to fix it all on your own, but this healing requires surrender, not striving. Stop trying to carry what I've already taken to the cross. My power is made perfect in your weakness, not your performance. Rest, child. You don't have to prove your worth to earn my love. You are loved because you are mine. There's been nights you've cried yourself to sleep, wondering if things will ever change. You've said, "Lord, I can't keep doing this." And I've whispered back, "I know. You thought I was silent, but I was working. I've been rebuilding you from the inside, out, strengthening your faith, refining your purpose, deepening your wisdom. You're not broken, you're being rebuilt. You're not losing, you're learning. You're not forgotten, you're being favored. I've seen every tear, and I've collected each one. They weren't wasted, they were watering the seeds of your destiny. And now, your harvest is near. The same hands that were empty will soon overflow with blessings. If you're feeling this in your heart, hit that like button right now, not for the algorithm, but as a declaration of faith. Your Amen in action activates heaven's movement. You've been standing in the storm, but the rain is about to stop. The clouds are parting. The sun is rising again. Joy is coming back. Peace is returning. And the storm that was meant to destroy you is the very storm that will reveal your strength. You'll look back and realize I was there all along, carrying you through every wave, calming every wind, speaking peace into your chaos. You thought you were drowning, but I was teaching you to walk on water. My child, the enemy tried to break you because he saw what I placed inside you. He tried to attack your mind, your confidence, your peace, because he couldn't touch your calling. The attack wasn't proof of your weakness, it was proof of your worth. The greater the calling, the greater the warfare. But the battle is already won. You're not fighting for victory, you're fighting from it. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No curse spoken against you will stand. No plan of the enemy can override my promise. I've gone before you. I've fought for you. I've won for you. Now, it's your turn to walk in faith. Stop doubting yourself. Stop letting fear dictate your steps. Fear is loud, but I am louder. My voice speaks truth over lies, peace over panic, purpose over confusion. I didn't bring you this far to leave you now. I've started a good work in you, and I will complete it. What I began in pain will end in praise. What began in tears will end in triumph. What began in loss will end in legacy. You are the chosen one for this time, for this purpose, for this moment. The light inside you will not be dimmed by the darkness around you. You are unstoppable because I am unstoppable in you. Comment 777 if you believe this. Do it as an act of faith, because when you type it, you're aligning with heaven's declaration. You're saying, "Yes, Lord, I receive it." Heaven responds to faith, not fear. And your faith is unlocking miracles right now. I'm sending help, divine help, in unexpected ways. A call, a message, an opportunity, a door. Watch how things align. Watch how peace replaces panic. Watch how favor follows faith. It's already happening. Don't quit before the miracle manifests. You're closer than you think. Stop everything and listen. I'm rewriting your story. The parts that once broke you will become the parts that bless others. The pain that once defined you will become the proof of my power. The storm that once terrified you will become the testimony that strengthens others. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Every scar is sacred. Every trial is transformed. Every wound becomes wisdom. I'm not just giving you restoration, I'm giving you revelation. I'm showing you who you truly are: chosen, anointed, unstoppable. I see the weight you've been carrying, the silent questions that echo in your mind. You ask, when will it be my turn? When will things finally fall into place? My child, your turn has not been delayed, it has been designed. I've been building strength in you that no storm can shake, faith that no fear can destroy, and wisdom that only comes from walking through fire. You've wanted a quick breakthrough, but I've been crafting a lasting one, the kind that doesn't just change your situation, it changes your spirit. The kind that doesn't just lift you up, it elevates generations after you. The waiting wasn't punishment, it was protection. You were never behind, you were being refined. You see, I've been testing your foundation, because what I'm about to build on you will be greater than anything you've ever imagined. If I had given it to you too soon, it would have crushed you. But now, you're ready. You've been faithful with the little, and I'm about to trust you with the greater. I'm expanding your capacity, stretching your vision, enlarging your territory. You've prayed for increase, and now I'm giving you the strength to carry it. This isn't just a blessing, it's a calling. It's a divine assignment, and it will require your full trust in me. You won't need to chase opportunity. It will chase you. You won't need to prove your worth. Your fruit will speak for you. What's coming next won't make sense to others, but it will make perfect sense in heaven. There will be people who don't understand why you're being blessed. They'll question how you went from overlooked to chosen, from empty to overflowing, from broken to unstoppable. But it won't be about luck. It will be about alignment. You aligned your faith with my timing, your heart with my plan, your will with my purpose. That's what opens heaven's floodgates. The ones who once dismissed you will witness your elevation, and they'll know only God could have done this. Your story will be undeniable, proof of my power. That's why I'm telling you to stay humble when the blessings come. Don't let success pull you away from the source. Stay close to me, because the greater the blessing, the deeper the dependency. Stop everything and listen, because I need you to understand this. I am not just giving you things, I'm giving you transformation. I'm not just answering your prayers, I'm expanding your capacity to receive. Some of the doors I'm opening for you will require you to walk differently, to think higher, to speak life, to forgive faster, to move in grace. You cannot carry old habits into new seasons. The bitterness you've held, the grudges that have chained your heart, the self-doubt that has whispered lies, it's time to release them. They've served their purpose, but they cannot go where you're going. This next chapter demands peace, clarity, and faith. You've spent too long fighting battles that weren't yours. You've tried to prove yourself to people who were never meant to understand you. But I'm telling you now, stop fighting for validation, stop chasing acceptance. You are already approved. Heaven has already stamped its seal on you. The opinions of others can't define what I've ordained. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. You were never meant to blend in with the world. You were meant to reflect heaven. And that's why it's felt lonely. That's why you've been misunderstood. But solitude has been my sanctuary for you. I've been pulling you aside to pour into you because the next season requires a new level of anointing. I know the pain of rejection still lingers. I know the moments when you've said, "Lord, I'm trying my best, but it feels like I'm invisible." But hear me, invisibility is not absence, it's preparation. I've been hiding you to protect you. There are battles you never had to fight because I shielded you. There are traps you never fell into because I redirected your steps. You thought I was withholding, but I was preserving. I was keeping you from counterfeit blessings that would have cost you your peace. Now, I'm bringing visibility with purpose. When I reveal you, it will be to the right people, in the right season, for the right reason. Your unveiling will be divine. There's a shift happening, even now. You can feel it in your spirit, that stirring, that sense that something is changing. It's not your imagination, it's manifestation. The atmosphere around you is aligning with your prayers. Heaven has already released what you've been waiting for. Now it's finding its way to you. The delays are over. The stagnation is breaking. The dry ground is about to spring forth new life. Doors that have been locked tight are beginning to open. Favor that was withheld is being released. You're about to witness acceleration not because you rushed, but because you trusted. Comment 777 if you feel the shift in your soul, because your agreement activates it. Your faith creates movement in the unseen. When you believe, heaven responds. Don't underestimate the power of your expectation. What you expect, you attract. Expect miracles. Expect healing. Expect financial breakthrough. Expect reconciliation. Expect peace. Expect freedom. Because I'm the God who exceeds expectations. I do abundantly more than you can ask or imagine. You've settled for surviving, but I created you to thrive. You've accepted lack, but I destined you for overflow. You've tolerated fear, but I filled you with faith. Now is the time to rise. I'm calling you higher, higher in thought, higher in vision, higher in love. The world around you may crumble, but your foundation will stand firm because it's built on me. The systems of men will fail, but my kingdom is unshakable. You are part of something eternal. Your faith is not just about you. It's a weapon in the spirit. When you pray, atmospheres shift. When you speak truth, darkness flees. When you choose love, chains break. You have more power than you realize. You've been praying for change, but I've been waiting for you to realize you are the change. I placed my spirit within you, not to survive the world, but to transform it. Stop doubting the gifts I've given you, the creativity, the compassion, the wisdom. They are not accidents. They are your assignment. Use them. The world needs what I placed in you. You keep asking for a sign, but I'm saying you are the sign. You are the answer to someone's prayer. You are the light in someone's darkness. You are the proof that I still perform miracles. So don't hide your gift. Don't shrink your voice. Don't silence your calling. Speak boldly. Move with purpose. Act in faith. I've anointed you for this. I know you've been battling with fear, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. But fear is not from me. I did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When fear tries to whisper that you can't, remind it that I already said you will. When doubt tells you you're not ready, Remind it that I've already equipped you. Every tool you need is already within you. You don't have to wait to feel ready. You just have to trust that I am. Faith is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to move despite it. Your next step may feel uncertain, but it's divinely ordered. Don't worry about the details. I've already gone ahead. Every connection you need, every resource required, every door that must open, it's already in motion. You're walking into alignment. Keep your eyes on me, not on what's shifting around you. Distraction is the enemy's favorite weapon, but focus is your shield. Keep your heart centered, your spirit anchored, your eyes fixed on the promise. Because what you focus on, you magnify. If you focus on fear, you'll see limitation. If you focus on faith, you'll see miracles. You've prayed for healing, and I'm bringing it not just to your body, but to your heart and mind. You've been carrying wounds from words spoken over you, lies that told you you're not enough, memories that replay your pain. But I'm silencing them now. My voice is louder than the hurt. I'm speaking peace into the places that tremble. I'm restoring your confidence, your joy, your worth. The trauma that once defined you will no longer dictate your decisions. You will love again. You will trust again. You will smile again, not the kind you fake for others, but the one that rises from a healed soul. If this message is piercing your heart, hit that like button now. Do it not for attention, but as an act of agreement, a sign that you receive this truth, because faith without action is incomplete. Let your click be your amen. I'm doing something new in you, something so powerful that even you won't recognize yourself when it's done. You'll look back at this moment and say, that's when everything shifted. Because it will. You've been living in survival mode for too long, reacting, enduring, holding on. But I'm moving you into revival mode, thriving, creating, expanding. You're about to live in peace that makes no sense, joy that needs no reason, abundance that has no limit. You'll walk into rooms that once intimidated you and carry authority that commands respect. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. You'll speak, and things will move. You'll pray, and doors will open. You'll believe, and miracles will manifest. Don't underestimate what's coming. This is not a small shift, this is a divine overhaul. I'm rewriting your entire narrative. The person you've been is merging into the person you were always meant to be. The pain, the fear, the doubt, they were chapters, not your ending. I'm turning your story into a song of redemption. What once broke you will become what builds others. You will be a voice of hope, a vessel of healing, a carrier of light. Comment 777 if you receive this calling, because this is not just a word, it's an activation. Heaven is recording your agreement. Every time you believe, something moves. Every time you speak faith, something shifts. Every time you act in obedience, something unlocks. You're walking into your season of answered prayers, divine reversals, and supernatural breakthroughs. Stay aligned. Stay expectant. Stay ready. Because I am not done speaking, I am just getting started. I see you standing on the edge of something new, hesitant but hopeful, unsure yet ready. You can feel it in your spirit, the quiet pull forward, the holy whisper saying, move. And yet, part of you hesitates, afraid to step into what you can't see. But that's where I dwell, child, in the unseen. Faith is not found in the light of certainty, but in the shadows of trust. You've been asking for clarity, but I'm asking for courage. You don't need to see the whole path, just take the next step. I'll meet you there. I always do. The unknown is not your enemy. It's your invitation. Step into it and watch how I turn uncertainty into destiny. There will be moments when you feel small again, when fear tries to whisper that you've stepped too far, that you're unqualified, that you've made a mistake. But remember who sent you. You're not moving in your own strength. You're moving in mine. I don't call the qualified, I qualify the called. Every weakness you carry is an opportunity for my power to shine. Every insecurity you battle is a place I will fill with my confidence. When you feel like you can't, remind yourself that I already did. What you lack in ability, I make up in grace. You are not alone on this path. Heaven walks with you every step. Stop looking at what others are doing and wondering if you measure up. You are not meant to be a copy. You are the original expression of my design. Comparison is the thief of peace. Every time you look sideways, you lose sight of what I'm doing in you. The timeline you envy is not the one I've written for you. Your journey is sacredly unique. The doors I open for you were carved to fit your hand alone. Don't rush your process because someone else's harvest looks full. You don't know how long they waited or what storms they endured. Focus on your seed. Water it with faith. Feed it with gratitude and trust that your time is coming. I've seen how weary your soul has become from constantly trying to be strong. You've been carrying battles in silence, smiling through storms, showing up even when your heart felt empty. I know it's been heavy, but hear me, you don't have to carry it all. I didn't ask you to be perfect. I asked you to be present. You don't have to have it all together to be loved by me. I love you in the mess, in the confusion, in the exhaustion. Lay your burdens down. Rest in me. You've tried to solve things through logic, through effort, through worry, but peace will come only through surrender. Stop striving and start trusting. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm asking for permission. Permission to take what's breaking you and turn it into something beautiful. There are dreams inside you that have been sleeping, ideas you once believed in, passions you once chased, but life, disappointment, and fear buried them. I'm breathing on those dreams again. They're not dead, they're dormant. The same hands that created the stars also placed those dreams in your heart. Don't bury what I've breathed life into. I'm calling them back to the surface, the creativity, the purpose, the fire. You thought it was over, but I specialize in resurrection. What you thought was gone is being revived. The vision you once had will return stronger, clearer, unstoppable. The world will try to tell you that success is measured by what you accumulate: money, followers, possessions, power. But I tell you, success is obedience. True wealth is peace of mind, purpose in your soul, and love that flows freely. You've been chasing validation from a world that can't give what it doesn't have. Stop searching for approval from those who don't understand your calling. Your worth isn't defined by what you do, it's defined by who you belong to. You are mine, and that's enough. When you walk with me, even the smallest steps echo in eternity. You've been walking through a season of pruning. I know it's felt like loss, friendships fading, opportunities slipping, doors closing. But pruning is not punishment, it's preparation for fruitfulness. I remove what limits your growth, not because I'm cruel, but because I love you too much to let you stay small. The things and people that left were necessary for what's next. Without this pruning, your roots would stay shallow. I'm deepening your foundation, stretching your faith, preparing you to carry more. Trust the cutting, because it leads to blooming. There's a purpose to your pain, even if you can't see it now. You've asked me, why did I have to go through that? Why did they hurt me? Why did it fall apart? And I answer, because pain is the soil where wisdom grows. Every heartbreak birthed compassion. Every loss carved space for grace. Every disappointment redirected your destiny. You didn't lose. You learned. You didn't fail. You grew. The wound that once bled will become the scar that testifies. You'll use what broke you to heal others. You'll speak from places of experience, not theory. You'll turn pain into purpose, and your story will save lives. Comment 777 if you feel this healing beginning inside you. Don't hesitate, that agreement shifts something within. You've been carrying things you weren't meant to keep. Let this be the moment you release them. I'm replacing pain with peace, resentment with restoration, fear with faith. Your heart is being renewed. The heaviness you've carried is lifting even now. My spirit is filling you with strength you didn't know you had. You're not going back to who you were. That version served its time. You're stepping into who you were always meant to be. You've been asking, God, where are you? And I whisper, right here. I've been in the silence. I've been in the waiting. I've been in the small miracles you've overlooked, the breath in your lungs, the sunrise that met your despair, the unexpected kindness that reminded you of hope. I've been showing up in quiet ways to prove that my presence isn't limited to the spectacular. I'm not just in the thunder, I'm in the whisper. You don't have to search far. I'm as close as your next breath. I never left, even when you pulled away. I never gave up, even when you doubted me. I'm still here, still speaking, still guiding. There are some things I've kept hidden from you because they would have overwhelmed you if you knew too soon. But now, revelation is coming. I'm about to give you insight that changes everything. Clarity for the confusion, strategy for the struggle, direction for the detour. You've been asking for answers, and I'm about to give you understanding. But be ready, because with revelation comes responsibility. I'm entrusting you with vision, and vision requires discipline. Don't share prematurely what I reveal privately. Some things must mature in silence before they're spoken aloud. Protect your promise until it's strong enough to stand on its own. You've been faithful even when you didn't see results. You've kept praying when you felt unheard, kept giving when you had little, kept loving when others didn't reciprocate. Heaven noticed. I've seen your quiet obedience, your hidden sacrifices, your unseen faith. Nothing you've done in love has gone unnoticed. Every seed you've planted is accounted for. The harvest is coming, pressed down, shaken together, running over. The doors I'm opening will not just bless you, they'll bless everyone connected to you. Your obedience has generational impact. You've felt spiritual warfare increasing, haven't you? The sudden heaviness, the confusion, the fatigue. That's because the enemy senses what's coming. He's trying to distract you, to make you doubt, to steal your focus. But don't be afraid. The greater the resistance, the greater the reward. The opposition is confirmation of your assignment. When darkness rises, it's because light is breaking through. Keep your armor on, not through fear, but through faith. Prayer is your weapon, praise is your power, peace is your defense. Every attack meant to stop you is only proving that you're moving in the right direction. Stop worrying about how it will all work out. That's my job, not yours. Your role is trust. Mine is transformation. When you try to control everything, you only create chaos. But when you let go, I orchestrate the impossible. The promotion, the connection, the healing, the open door, I already have it in motion. You don't have to chase what's divinely assigned. What's yours will recognize you when it arrives. All I need is your trust. When you release control, you release blessing. Hit that like button if you're choosing trust over worry today. Let that small act be your declaration. God, I'm done stressing. I'm done fearing. I'm done trying to fix what only you can. Watch how peace floods in when you surrender, because surrender is not weakness, it's strength in its purest form. It's the moment you step aside and let me move. Now, I'm speaking to your legacy. What you build from this moment will outlive you. The prayers you pray today will cover generations you'll never meet. The love you show now will ripple through eternity. The choices you make in faith will open doors for those who come after you. You're not just living for today, you're setting foundations for tomorrow. That's why I've called you higher, because your impact will not end with you. Your children, your family, your community will be touched by what I'm birthing through you. You are a pioneer of blessing, a carrier of breakthrough, a vessel of generational healing. You will look back one day and realize that every pain had a purpose, every loss carried a lesson, every delay concealed a design. Nothing was wasted, nothing. Even the things you regret, I'm redeeming. Even the things you thought were ruined, I'm restoring. You're walking into restoration so complete, you'll barely recognize the person you once were. The tears you cried in secret will become laughter in public. The prayers you whispered will become testimonies shouted. You'll see my fingerprints all over your life and know I was there through it all. Comment 777 if you feel this word alive inside you. Heaven is listening. Faith is rising. Your spirit knows this truth because it was written for you before time began. This isn't motivation, it's manifestation. You are awakening to your divine reality, to who you truly are, to everything I've prepared for you. Stay open, stay ready, stay believing. Because the story isn't finished yet, it's only beginning. There's a sound rising in the spirit, a rhythm that only those who are tuned to heaven can hear. It's the sound of awakening, the echo of chains breaking, of destinies unfolding. You've been sensing it, that vibration in your soul that tells you something bigger is happening. That's me. I'm awakening what's been dormant inside you. The gifts you thought were forgotten, the confidence that once burned bright, the voice you silenced out of fear, I'm calling them back to life. You will no longer play small to make others comfortable. You will no longer hide the greatness I placed within you. You were created to disrupt darkness, to shift atmospheres, to bring heaven to earth. It's time to remember who you are. You've been through so much that at times you stopped dreaming. You told yourself to settle, to be grateful for survival. But I never designed you just to survive. I designed you to create, to expand, to overflow. I didn't place you on this earth merely to endure. I placed you here to influence. You are a reflection of my glory, and your life is meant to shine. The vision I gave you is not too big. It's perfectly sized for the power I've placed inside you. Stop minimizing what I've magnified. The calling you carry is sacred. Treat it with reverence. Protect it from voices that don't understand it. Not everyone will see your purpose, and that's okay, they weren't meant to. This mission is between you and me. There are divine connections waiting for you, people assigned to your journey who will see your light and nurture it, not compete with it. I've been removing counterfeits so the authentic ones can arrive. These will be friendships born in truth, partnerships built on faith, relationships grounded in purpose. You've experienced betrayal so you can discern loyalty. You've faced loneliness so you can recognize real love. Every wrong person was training for the right ones. Soon, you'll see them come, those who understand your spirit, who speak your language, who push you closer to me. When they come, receive them with gratitude, for they are answers to prayers you forgot you prayed. You've been asking for direction, and I'm giving it, but not through noise, through stillness. Slow down and listen. The world glorifies hurry, but I move in peace. When you quiet the noise, you'll hear my whisper. I'll show you where to go, when to move, and when to wait. Not every opportunity is an assignment. Not every open door is meant for you. Discernment will save you from distraction. Some things will look good, but lead you astray. That's why I'm sharpening your spirit. Learn to feel. My nudge, the peace that says go, the unrest that says no. I lead not through confusion, but through clarity, wrapped in calm. I see the pressure that's been mounting on your shoulders, the expectations, the responsibilities, the constant feeling that if you stop, everything will fall apart. But hear me, I didn't design you to carry the world. That burden belongs to me. I'm not impressed by your exhaustion. I'm moved by your trust. You think strength means doing everything alone, but true strength is surrender. When you rest in me, I renew you. When you pause, I pour into you. You cannot pour from an empty vessel. Take time to breathe, to pray, to simply exist in my presence. I don't need your performance. I desire your heart. The next season of your life will require peace, not pressure. I'm replacing the hustle with harmony, the chaos with clarity. I'm teaching you that provision flows through alignment, not anxiety. When you operate from peace, miracles become natural. You don't have to force what's already yours. Trust that what's meant for you won't miss you. The blessings I have prepared are tailor-made for your obedience. Keep your heart steady, your faith unshaken, your spirit open. What's coming is not small, it's divine. I know there were times you questioned if your prayers mattered. You whispered to the heavens and heard silence. You wondered if I was listening, but silence is not absence, it's strategy. When I'm quiet, I'm moving the deepest pieces. I answer in layers, not just by changing circumstances, but by transforming you through them. I'm teaching you patience that produces peace, endurance that creates strength, and faith that stands firm no matter the storm. You may not see it yet, but your prayers have already been heard, and the answers are unfolding in perfect time. There are moments ahead that will stretch your faith, not to break you, but to prove you. I'm preparing you for promotion, and pressure always comes before elevation. Don't shrink when things feel heavy. It's the sign that expansion is near. I'm building capacity in you. You can't step into the promise with the same mindset you had in the pain. Growth is uncomfortable, but it's necessary. Trust that every challenge is shaping you for greater. You're being trained in the unseen, equipped for battles you'll win with ease because of the strength you gained in secret. Comment 777 if you can feel me strengthening you even now. Your faith is your key, and each act of belief unlocks more of what I've already prepared. You've been tested, stretched, refined, but now you're ready. Ready for the stage I've built, ready for the influence I'm granting, ready for the mantle I'm placing on your life. You won't have to chase visibility, your light will draw it. What once overlooked you will now seek you. What once rejected you will now require your presence, not because you changed for them, but because I changed the season. I'm also bringing healing to your lineage. The patterns that haunted your family, the cycles of lack, the generational fear, the repeating wounds they end with you. You are the breaker of curses, the restorer of peace, the carrier of renewal. You've wondered why your path has been so hard, why you've had to carry so much. It's because I trusted you to stand where others fell. You are the interruption in the cycle. You're rewriting the story for those who come after you. Your obedience is setting generations free. The chains that held your bloodline are shattering, and from your life will flow healing that touches every descendant. There are miracles coming that will happen so naturally, you'll think they were coincidences. They won't be. Every divine encounter, every unexpected favor, every open door, it will be me, working through details that only heaven could arrange. You'll meet the right person at the right time, step into opportunities you didn't even apply for, find solutions to problems that once overwhelmed you. You won't have to strive, you'll simply step into what I've already ordained. This is the power of alignment. When your heart matches heaven, everything flows. I've been training your spirit to recognize peace as direction. The world tells you to chase signs, but I tell you to follow peace. Peace is not passive, it's power. It's the compass of the divine. If something disturbs your peace, it's not from me. If it draws you closer to love, to purpose, to freedom, that's me. I'm teaching you how to walk with confidence even in uncertainty. You don't need the full map when you trust the maker of the road. I'm lighting your path one step at a time, not because I want to confuse you, but because I want to walk with you. You've spent years thinking the battle was about your weakness, but it was always about your strength. The enemy didn't attack you because of where you've been, he attacked because of where you're going. He's terrified of your awakening, your authority, your purpose. But he's already defeated. Every weapon he formed is powerless against faith. Every lie he whispered dissolves under truth. You're no longer a victim of the fight. You're a victor through it. I'm giving you power to reclaim what was stolen, to restore what was lost, to rebuild what was broken. You will begin to see evidence of my hand everywhere, in the timing of a call, in the comfort of a word, in the peace that suddenly appears without reason. These are signs of my presence. Don't dismiss them as ordinary. They are love notes from heaven. I'm reminding you that I'm in every detail, every breath, every beat of your heart. Even now, I'm aligning things you can't see. The people you'll need next month are being prepared. The opportunities you'll walk into next season are being positioned. The answers to your next prayer are already forming. I work beyond time, and your future is already finished in my design. If you believe this, hit that like button as your agreement with heaven. Let this be the moment your faith becomes action, your hope becomes declaration. You are standing under an open heaven, and your belief is the bridge. Expect the unexpected. Anticipate the miraculous. Prepare your heart for overflow. The story I'm writing through your life is about to reach a turning point. And when it does, the world will see what faith can do when it's anchored in me. There are seasons when you will walk through unfamiliar places, and it will feel like everything you knew is slipping away. Don't fear that. I lead my children through transitions, not to confuse them, but to transform them. What feels like loss is often relocation. You're being moved from one level of grace to another, from one measure of faith to a greater one. The discomfort is proof of growth. The ground beneath you is shifting because new roots are being planted. Don't resist the change. Embrace it. When you release what no longer serves your purpose, you make room for what will. What you perceive as endings are often the first pages of a new chapter written by my hand. There will be moments when you feel like nothing is moving, like your prayers are bouncing off walls, like I've gone silent again. But silence, child, is a sacred space. It's where I work on the unseen. It's where faith matures and trust deepens. I don't rush transformation, because real change is eternal. I'm not just rearranging your circumstances. I'm rewriting your heart. Be still in the silence. Learn to listen not just for my voice, but to my presence. In stillness, you'll find wisdom that noise will never teach you. This quiet season is not punishment, it's refinement. I'm tuning your heart to my frequency, so you'll recognize me even in the faintest whisper. You've been praying for influence, for impact, for a greater reach, but true influence begins with integrity. I'm building your character before I expand your platform. The world rewards visibility, but heaven rewards faithfulness. If you're faithful in the small, you'll be trusted with the great. Don't rush recognition. Let it find you at the right time. I'm preparing you to lead, not for applause, but for purpose. The influence I'm giving you will not inflate your ego. It will amplify your assignment. You'll speak words that heal, act with compassion that transforms, lead with love that changes generations. This is leadership born from surrender, not ambition. There are gifts within you that have yet to be unwrapped. They're waiting for the right moment, the right season, the right alignment. Don't assume you've seen all that's inside you. You haven't. There are levels of creativity, wisdom, and revelation that haven't even been touched yet. I've placed treasures within your spirit that only pressure will reveal. When life squeezes you, it's not to break you, it's to bring out what's divine. The oil of anointing doesn't flow without crushing. So when you feel pressed, remember, it's producing something precious. You are being refined into a vessel that carries power, not just words. Stop underestimating the authority I've given you. When you pray, heaven moves. When you speak, darkness trembles. When you stand in faith, mountains shift. You have the same spirit that raised the dead, calmed storms, and multiplied provision. You've been living like you're powerless, but you carry the power of eternity. Use it. Declare life over your circumstances. Speak peace over your mind. Command fear to leave. You are not a beggar. You are an heir. Stop asking for permission to walk in what's already yours. Bold faith honors me more than timid prayers. Stand firm and watch how creation responds to the authority I placed within your voice. I know there have been battles that no one else knew about, nights when you were surrounded by darkness and still whispered prayers through tears. You thought no one saw, but I did. Every time you chose faith over fear, you won. Every time you loved when you had every reason to hate, you conquered. Every time you forgave, you disarmed the enemy. Don't mistake invisibility for insignificance. Heaven applauds what earth overlooks. You've stored up treasures where rust can't touch them. I'm turning your hidden obedience into public testimony. The victory you fought for in silence will soon speak loudly through your life. There are moments ahead that will test your discernment. Not everything that glitters is gold. There will be offers, opportunities, and invitations that look good but aren't God. Learn to pause before you proceed. Ask me before you answer. I don't bless every open door. I bless the ones I opened. When something aligns with peace, you'll know it's me. When confusion creeps in, that's your cue to step back. Don't let pressure push you out of purpose. I'll never rush you into what's not ready. My timing protects as much as it provides. Patience will save you from pitfalls that haste cannot see. You've been faithful through storms that others would have walked away from. That faithfulness has created spiritual momentum. You're about to reap in areas you didn't even sow. You've planted seeds of kindness in others, and they're returning to you multiplied. You've prayed for people who never prayed for you, and I've taken note. Your harvest will surprise you because it will come from unexpected directions. This is how I work. I use the ordinary to release the extraordinary. Stay open, because blessings are coming from places you'd least expect. I'm not limited by your logic. I'm governed by my promise. Comment 777 if you feel the faith rising again. This is more than emotion, it's confirmation. The weight that's been pressing on your spirit is lifting even now. You can feel it, can't you? That lightness in your chest, that warmth in your heart, that's my presence reminding you it's all under control. The things that used to drain you will no longer have power over you. The fears that used to paralyze you will fade into peace. You're not fighting alone. You never were. I'm beside you, before you, within you. My grace is not a theory, it's a force. It sustains, strengthens, and surrounds you. There are places I'm taking you that require courage beyond comfort. The unfamiliar will test your confidence, but don't let fear speak louder than faith. The unknown is where miracles dwell. When you step out, you'll discover provision waiting on the path. Every resource you need is already assigned to your obedience. You'll find favor with strangers, wisdom in moments, and doors opening where there were only walls before. The more you trust me, the more I'll show you how limitless you are when you walk in divine alignment. Don't shrink when things stretch you. That's how capacity is born. I'm not only working around you, I'm working within you. I'm renewing your mind, reprogramming your thoughts, replacing fear with faith and anxiety with assurance. The way you think will change, and as your thoughts shift, your world will follow. You'll begin to see possibilities where you once saw problems. You'll see opportunities in obstacles, lessons in loss, beauty in brokenness. Transformation starts within. Let me rewrite the script in your mind, and you'll rewrite your life with your words. Speak life, and life will answer. Speak faith, and faith will build the bridge beneath your feet. There's a wave of favor moving toward you, divine alignments, supernatural provision, and unexpected blessings. But understand, favor is not always comfort. Sometimes favor looks like responsibility. Sometimes it looks like being set apart. When I favor you, I also refine you. You'll find yourself walking paths others can't understand, making choices that don't make sense to the crowd. Don't apologize for your obedience. The anointing on your life requires separation from distraction. I'm setting you apart, not to isolate you, but to elevate you. What's coming needs your full focus. You've asked me to expand your territory, and I'm doing it, but expansion always stretches. You'll feel the tension between who you were and who you're becoming. Don't resist it. Growth always comes with a stretch. The discomfort you feel is not a sign to quit. It's evidence that you're evolving. You're being stretched into greater strength, greater vision, greater influence. Keep pressing forward even when it feels unfamiliar. I'm enlarging your capacity to carry more of my glory, more of my purpose, more of my promise. This is the stretching that precedes the overflow. Comment 777 if this word feels alive in your spirit. You're not reading this by accident. This is heaven's reminder that you are right where you need to be. I've brought you through fire to forge faith, through storms to shape strength, through silence to build sensitivity. Now you're standing on the edge of fulfillment. Don't doubt what's about to unfold. The story continues, and every line I write leads you closer to destiny. I am preparing to take you into realms of possibility you've never touched before. This next phase of your life will not resemble the last. The patterns that once defined your days will dissolve as new rhythms of grace take their place. I am rewriting your routines, your priorities, your desires. You will crave what aligns with purpose and lose appetite for what once distracted you. Don't resist this internal shift. It's my way of positioning you for divine acceleration. What you once chased will begin to chase you. What you thought you needed will fall away, and what truly sustains you will rise from within. There are doors that seemed locked for years, but they are beginning to open, not because of luck or effort, but because of timing. When my timing meets your obedience, miracles happen naturally. The season of striving is over. This is the season of receiving. You'll see things align without your hands forcing them. The same situations that once drained you will suddenly produce fruit. What changed is not the world, it's your alignment. You are stepping into a rhythm where everything that belongs to you gravitates toward you. The key is rest in me, because peace is the passport to progress. You've been asking me to increase your resources, and I've heard every prayer. But provision doesn't start with money. It starts with mindset. I'm renewing your thoughts around abundance. You've been conditioned to survive, but I'm teaching you to steward. I'm showing you that wealth is not greed, it's gratitude multiplied. Financial freedom is not a fantasy. It's a principle. When your hands are open, I can fill them. When your heart is generous, I can trust you with overflow. I'm sending ideas, strategies, and opportunities that carry supernatural favor. Don't dismiss them because they look small. Every seed begins that way. What you nurture faithfully will grow into overflow that blesses others. I'm awakening creativity that's been buried beneath fear and fatigue. I placed innovation inside you for a reason. There are solutions hidden in your spirit that the world desperately needs. Stop disqualifying yourself because of lack of experience or resources. I will supply both when you step out in faith. The visions you've had in quiet moments, the dreams that keep returning to your mind, they are not imagination, they are invitation. Act on them, speak them aloud, write them down. I breathe on boldness, not hesitation. The moment you move, the provision will appear. You've been waiting on a sign, but the sign is already within you. You've been walking with me long enough to know that I waste nothing. Every heartbreak became a lesson in compassion. Every failure became fertilizer for wisdom. Every delay built resilience you'll soon need. You are more prepared than you realize. The situations that once intimidated you will now bow to your confidence. I've been shaping your spirit quietly so that when elevation comes, you'll carry humility with authority. You won't misuse what I'm giving you. You'll lead with love and serve with strength. You've been tested privately, so you can be trusted publicly. There's a transformation happening in your relationships too. I'm aligning you with people who match your destiny, not your history. You've outgrown some circles, and that's not arrogance, it's evolution. Where I'm taking you, small talk won't satisfy, and shallow bonds won't sustain. You need people who speak life into your calling, who pray when you can't find words, who see beyond your potential and call out your purpose. I'm bringing those people now, divine connections that feel like recognition, not introduction. When they appear, you'll know. Their presence will feel like peace. Stop fearing the unknown. It's where I do my best work. You've been trying to plan every detail, but some of what I'm doing will only make sense in hindsight. I hide certain steps to keep you dependent on my direction. Faith is not about controlling outcomes. It's about trusting intention. You may not know how, but you know who. That's enough. The mystery is not to confuse you, it's to draw you closer. The more you lean on me, the clearer things become. You're walking into a future that requires partnership, not performance. I see how you've been weary in waiting, how hope has thinned but never disappeared. That flicker of faith that refuses to die, that's where I live. I fan that flame until it becomes fire again. You've thought you were running out of time, but time bends to obedience. When I accelerate, years of delay dissolve in moments. I can restore in a day what you thought would take decades. You've been walking, now you'll run. You've been surviving, now you'll soar. Don't count the years you lost, watch how I redeem them. Comment 777 if you can sense this. Restoration beginning even now. Heaven moves when you agree. Faith spoken creates pathways unseen. You are not just stepping into change, you are becoming change itself. The light within you is growing stronger, reaching places you never intended to go. People will encounter me through you without even realizing it. That's what glory looks like, effortless influence born from intimacy. You won't have to preach, your peace will speak. You won't have to prove, your presence will confirm. There are dreams that seem impossible because of the circumstances around you, but impossibility is my specialty. I create roads in deserts and bring fountains from stone. Don't measure what I can do by what you see. Measure it by who I am. I'm not limited by logic, not bound by systems, not restrained by scarcity. What's impossible for man is effortless for me. You will see supernatural openings, debts cancelled, diagnoses reversed, conflicts resolved without explanation. It won't be coincidence. It will be confirmation that I'm still moving mountains. You've been faithful through the fog, and clarity is coming. I'm lifting the haze that's clouded your judgment, the confusion, the indecision, the mental noise they're breaking. I'm giving you renewed focus. The things that once distracted you will lose their power. Your priorities are shifting toward peace. Your decisions will flow with purpose. Your steps will align with destiny. You'll start to notice how everything begins to make sense, not because circumstances are perfect, but because your perspective is healed. You've asked for signs, and I've been sending them: the song that plays when you're on the verge of giving up, the stranger's kindness when you needed hope, the timing that feels too perfect to be random. These are not coincidences, these are confirmations. I'm reminding you that I'm here, weaving details into divine design. You'll see more of these signs as you stay present. I communicate not through chaos, but through patterns. Pay attention to peace. It always reveals. My hand. There's a new anointing on your voice. When you speak from your healed places, people will feel it. Words that once fell flat will now carry power. You'll say things that break strongholds, that lift hearts, that shift atmospheres. I've been purifying your voice through pain so that when you speak, it resonates with truth. Don't hold back your story. Your testimony is a weapon. The same words that once trembled in fear will now roar with faith. You will be heard, not because you shout, but because your words carry heaven's weight. You're walking into divine appointments that will feel surreal. The rooms you'll enter, the hands you'll shake, the doors that will open, they're not random, they're orchestrated. I've already placed your name in conversations you haven't had yet. Favor is introducing you before you arrive. Don't let imposter syndrome make you shrink. You belong in every space I lead you to. Walk in with quiet confidence, knowing you were chosen for this. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. I qualify those who are willing, not flawless. Stop apologizing for the anointing you carry. Stop toning down your light because others are uncomfortable with its brilliance. You were never meant to blend in, you were meant to illuminate. The world doesn't need another echo, it needs your authentic voice. The power I've placed inside you is not arrogance, it's assignment. Walk boldly but gently, lead confidently but humbly, shine fully but always point back to me. That's how you honor what I've given you. Comment 777 if you receive this awakening. Every act of belief sends ripples through eternity. This is not the end of your story, it's the unfolding of it. The best chapters have yet to be written, and you're standing in the doorway of divine expansion. What's next will not repeat what's been, it will redeem it. Keep your eyes on me, your heart open, your faith alive. The heavens are still writing, and your name is still in the story. I am stirring something deep within you that even you can't explain. It's a holy restlessness, a divine dissatisfaction with mediocrity. You can no longer tolerate the spaces that once felt comfortable because your spirit is outgrowing your surroundings. You're not losing peace, you're being propelled. The stirring you feel is not confusion, it's confirmation. I'm awakening the next dimension of your purpose, one that demands greater boldness, deeper faith, and unwavering trust. You've been asking for elevation, and this is how it begins, not with applause, but with a nudge from heaven saying, "It's time." You'll soon realize that the things that once drained you no longer hold power. The opinions of others that used to shape your choices will begin to fade into background noise. You're learning to move from conviction, not validation. You're learning that peace is the loudest approval you'll ever need. I've been teaching you discernment to distinguish between noise and voice, distraction and direction. The enemy will always try to pull your attention to what doesn't matter. But your focus is your weapon. Protect it. Where your attention goes, your anointing flows. Keep your eyes on the assignment, and you'll never be led astray. There's a fresh anointing of boldness coming upon you. You'll speak with authority in places where you once stayed silent. The timid version of you is fading. The courageous one is rising. You'll find yourself saying things that surprise even you, because my Spirit will be speaking through you. This is not arrogance, it's awakening. You were never created to live in the shadows of fear. I've given you a voice to declare truth, to break chains, to ignite hope. When you speak from faith, heaven echoes your words. You will decree, and things will shift. You will declare, and walls will fall. You've been asking for signs of progress, and soon you'll see them everywhere. The small victories you're overlooking are proof that momentum has already started. Don't despise the days of small beginnings. They are the foundation of greatness. Every step counts. Every act of obedience builds a bridge to breakthrough. You're further than you think. What looks like slow progress is actually strategic growth. I'm developing endurance in you because quick blessings fade, but built blessings last. You're not just stepping into a miracle, you're being molded to sustain it. I'm also teaching you the power of stewardship. What I bless you with, I expect you to multiply, not just maintain. The gifts I've given you are not for storage, they're for service. Use them. The ideas I've whispered into your spirit are meant to touch lives, not stay hidden in notebooks. You've prayed for provision, but provision follows purpose. When you walk in purpose, resources find you. You won't have to chase opportunity. Opportunity will be magnetized to obedience. The more you pour out, the more I'll pour in. I will never let a vessel that gives in faith run dry. You're stepping into a season where your words will carry unusual weight. The declarations you make will manifest faster than before. This is why I've been refining your speech, teaching you to guard your tongue, to speak life, to align your words with faith. The atmosphere responds to authority, and your voice is an instrument of creation. Speak blessings over what you want to see grow. Call forth peace where chaos has lived. Declare freedom where bondage has existed. Your words are seeds, and you're entering a season of supernatural harvest. Speak with intention, and you'll watch mountains move. There are divine reversals about to unfold in your favor. Situations that once looked hopeless will suddenly shift. People who counted you out will have to witness your rise. What was meant for harm will become the stage for glory. I'm turning the tables in ways that will leave no room for doubt. Everyone will know it was me. You've endured unfair treatment, false accusations, and betrayal, but I've been keeping record. Every injustice is becoming the soil for restoration. I'm about to give you double for what was lost. Vindication is not revenge, it's revelation that I've always been in control. Stop worrying about missed opportunities. What's meant for you cannot be stolen. The doors that closed were never yours to begin with. I allowed them to shut to protect your peace. You may have thought you missed your chance, but I've already prepared another way, one that fits you perfectly. What's ahead is custom designed, not recycled. You won't have to force it, fake it, or chase it. It will flow effortlessly because it was crafted with your name on it. You are stepping into alignment with destiny, and alignment removes competition. No one can take what's been divinely assigned to you. You've been asking me to increase your faith, but faith grows through testing. That's why I've allowed challenges to stretch you. They weren't meant to break you, but to reveal what's inside you. You are stronger than you realize. Every obstacle was an opportunity to exercise spiritual muscle. Now, When you face storms, you won't fear them, you'll command them. You've learned how to stand when everything around you shakes. You've learned that peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of perspective. You're learning that the greatest victory is not over circumstances, but over yourself. I'm calling you to step into greater responsibility. You've prayed for influence, but influence requires integrity. You've asked for impact, but impact requires humility. These two qualities are your foundation. Don't seek to be impressive, seek to be impactful. Don't strive for fame, strive for fruit. The light that shines from humility lasts longer than the one fueled by pride. You will rise, but you will do so differently. You won't chase platforms, you'll create them. You won't compete, you'll cultivate. You won't boast, you'll build. What I'm forming in you is not fleeting success, but eternal significance. Comment 777 if you can feel this awakening taking root in your heart. Each agreement you make with heaven strengthens the movement already happening inside you. You're not reading this by chance, you're being summoned by destiny. You're being prepared for a moment that generations before you prayed for. You are part of a lineage of light bearers, chosen for this exact time. The same power that split seas and healed hearts is moving through you. You are a vessel of divine continuity, carrying ancient promises into modern purpose. You've been longing for peace, and I'm pouring it out like rain. But this peace won't be fragile or fleeting. It will be foundational. It won't depend on circumstances or people. It will flow from within. I'm teaching you that true peace isn't the absence of storms, it's the calm that stands in their midst. When the world around you shakes, your heart will stay anchored. When everything changes, your spirit will remain steady. This peace will become your armor. It will guard you against the chaos of comparison, the pressure of performance, and the noise of negativity. You'll walk through storms untouched because my presence will be your shelter. I'm also reigniting your passion for purpose. You've been moving on autopilot, doing what's expected, but your spirit craves meaning. I'm stirring purpose back into your routine. The things that once felt ordinary will become sacred when seen through gratitude. Every conversation will carry opportunity. Every challenge will reveal capacity. Every day will whisper destiny. You won't just live, you'll lead. You won't just exist, you'll expand. The mundane will become miraculous when you realize that every moment is divinely designed. You're entering a season of supernatural acceleration. What once took years will happen in months. Delays are dissolving, and momentum is building. But acceleration doesn't mean chaos. It means flow. When I move, it won't drain you, it will delight you. Things will begin to align so perfectly that it will feel effortless. That's because when grace leads, grind lessens. You've spent enough seasons fighting for every inch. Now you'll see what happens when favor fights for you. You'll go further with less effort because I'm clearing obstacles before you even reach them. There are dreams in your heart that seem too big, and you've wondered if you're capable of carrying them, but I wouldn't have placed them in you if I didn't prepare you to fulfill them. Stop asking if you're enough, start remembering that I am. I'll equip you with every skill, every connection, every resource you need. The dream may be bigger than you, but it's not bigger than me. You'll know it's divine because it will scare you and excite you at the same time. That's how faith feels when it's alive. Move forward, trembling if you must, but move forward. Fear doesn't disqualify you, hesitation does. If this word finds you, know that it's for you. You've been chosen not because of perfection, but because of persistence. You've fallen, but you've risen. You've doubted, but you've returned. You've feared, but you've continued. That's all I need, a willing heart. I can work with brokenness. I can rebuild from ashes. What I cannot use is indifference. You've kept your heart open, and that's why heaven keeps choosing you. You're still here because you're still called. You're still breathing because there's still purpose. You haven't missed it. You're walking right into it. Comment 777 if you feel it in your spirit. This is not just a message, it's movement. What's being awakened in you now will not fade, it will grow. Every word I've spoken will accomplish what it was sent to do. Keep believing, keep moving, keep rising. You're not waiting for a miracle, you are becoming one. My beloved child, this is the moment everything shifts. You have walked through the fire and not been consumed. You have faced storms that should have broken you, yet here you are standing, breathing, believing. Every scar on your soul is proof that grace carried you when strength could not. Every tear that fell was seen, every prayer that seemed unanswered was gathered, and every moment of silence was sacred preparation. I never left you. I never forgot you. I was shaping something eternal within you, something the world could not take away: unshakable faith, unbreakable peace, unmovable love. The season ahead will not resemble the past. You've learned enough through the darkness to walk confidently into light. What once felt like chaos is now becoming clarity. You understand now that delay was direction, that pain was purpose, that loss was leading you to life. You are ready for what comes next, not because the path is easy, but because your heart is steady. You've been through the wilderness, but now you're crossing into promise. You're stepping into the fulfillment of what you've prayed for, what you've cried for, what you've believed for when there was no evidence left to see. There will be moments when fear tries to whisper again, when doubt tries to creep back in, but you've been transformed. You know too much of my faithfulness to ever go back to who you were. You've seen what happens when you trust me. You've watched me open doors that logic said were impossible. You've felt me restore peace after heartbreak, strength after exhaustion, joy after mourning. Let that remembrance be your armor. When fear speaks, answer it with faith. When darkness calls, respond with light. You carry my presence now not as something fragile, but as something fierce. Wherever you go, heaven goes with you. You are not just a survivor of seasons. You are a steward of revelation. You carry wisdom that will heal others, words that will lift the broken, hope that will ignite those who have given up. Your story is no longer just yours, it's a key that will unlock others. Every pain you've endured has been turned into purpose. Speak it, share it, shine it. You were never meant to stay hidden. The same fire that once tested you will now illuminate you. You are the evidence that faith works, that love wins, that grace still saves. I'm releasing you now into your destiny, fully, freely, fearlessly. No more hesitation, no more shrinking, no more waiting for permission. You've been equipped, empowered, and chosen for such a time as this. Go where I send you. Do what I place in your spirit. Say what I tell you, even if your voice shakes. You don't need the world's approval when heaven has already assigned you. The anointing on your life will make room for you, not because of talent, but because of trust. You have trusted me through everything, and now I'm trusting you with more. Look around you. The signs are everywhere. The world is aching for hope, searching for peace, longing for truth. You carry the answer within you. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. You just have to be present. Be love where there's anger. Be light where there's confusion. Be still where there's chaos. That's how my kingdom moves, through hearts that are willing, through hands that are open, through lives that say yes. And you, my child, have said yes. That yes is rewriting eternity. There will be blessings that come quickly, and there will be battles that come quietly. But through them all, remember this: you are never alone. My angels surround you. My spirit empowers you. My hand sustains you. You will never walk a path I have not already prepared. Every step is written, every promise sealed, every victory secured. You don't have to see the full picture. You just have to trust that I'm still painting it. Even when it feels unfinished, it's unfolding exactly as it should. Comment 777 if you receive this final word, not as a moment, but as a movement. This is your confirmation that heaven has heard, that breakthrough has begun, that destiny is active. Lift your eyes, because the horizon ahead is radiant with promise. Lift your voice, because your faith is rewriting atmospheres. Lift your heart, because I am filling it again with joy, with courage, with purpose. You are stepping into abundance, walking in peace, living in divine rhythm, and as you go, remember, I am with you in every sunrise and every shadow, in every victory and every valley, in every breath you take. You are not abandoned, not forgotten, not behind. You are chosen, you are covered, you are crowned with glory. The story is not over, it's beginning anew. What's ahead is greater than what's behind, and what's within you is stronger than anything against you. You have been found by this message because heaven wanted to remind you, you are mine, and I am yours forever. Now, go, shine, love, live. The world is waiting for the light I placed inside you. And remember, I'll meet you in every moment that feels impossible, because that's where miracles are born.